I guess we're live. Flip that son of a gun before I get a copyright strike on my face. Have it on there. Alright, turn it this way. Hey, check it out. Zrexman, Leak Bear, cool dude. He came in on that channel yesterday. And then we're gonna watch it here. And then we'll put it on here. Put this up here. That right there. I don't know, I'm trying to tip that up there a little bit. Zrexman likes his picture too. I don't know if he likes mine so much, but he came on the channel and so he's a pretty cool friend, man. He probably looked at me and said, oh man, I guess that's some long ass hair. I should give one of those 5G hats to cover his head up or some darn thing. Well, I'll have to go without it, Rex. I'm not a hat guy. It's too much. I got this red headband on that Naughty Beaver talked about one day. That was a chip to me. I thought, what in the world? How in the world does he know I wear a headband like that? That's what I was wondering. So anyway, God does all kinds of things that you can make you wonder. I can tell you that. Listen to this.
Money involved. A lot more temptation than evil out there.
Whoops, you dirty pup, play.
People do. People literally do marry for money.
It's my channel yesterday, and now listen a little bit here. Here comes Rex. I told him about it, so he gets to, we all get to share, I guess, everybody's copyrights and all this and that. I don't know, hopefully we won't get one today for having him on there doing his funky donkey, because he came in on my channel. I thought it was pretty funny, man. I couldn't keep it together yesterday. I had to finally pull the pin. It's like, man, this is tripping me. These guys are. They're tripping me.
A lot of people like us have dysfunctional lives.
Listen.
Molestations. Mental issues where they're belittled mentally by the loved one. From physically abused.
Your RDC Red 40 syrup Slurpees, so you can do that and not have to drive. But dude, I mean, when is enough enough? I mean,
It backs us up a little bit. This is an electric guy and stuff too. We'll listen to this guy job a bit too and then get back to Rex again. We're going to do this over again.
Part of your testimony that you'll give all the days of your life, how God's spared your life. No matter who it is. When that is their testimony, they'll maintain it. That's what all testimonies are about. Is how God saved someone's life. Now, they may have saved their life by somebody coming into their life. And that could have been a big bearing in part of it.
Alright, want to go for a ride? Let's go.
It might have been something real drastic, like mine changed me from being a very manipulative business adventurer that was successful.
I'm just going to go for a ride and let this run. And then on my channel here, there's
one's life focused around that.
all these videos here. Anybody can watch them. If you use anything on them, just give copyright to the Word of God. And that's all you need to say. Good enough.
That's part of how God has.
What do you want, Otis? No, you're not going with.
From the dollar.
Gotta go give it. Get it right
That's your
to
idol.
work.
You're lost.
Mikey, well, you know the story. Otis, I just don't want everybody else to know.
Hello. Whether it's pot, Cheetos, or this book, or this man, or Derek Rose. Alpha Omega, our prayers. Now, let's pray.
Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay.
A lot of prayer,
You gotta leave that run. Bring your phone
a
with
lot
you.
of grace granted by
Active
God,
phone working.
and then in the end, there's a lot of deception or deceit.
Leave her phone? Yeah, that's
I don't know
like,
how to deal with that. That would be
whatever.
a scam.
Make sure you bring your phone to her. Yeah, right.
If I deceive
You think I ought to say that? You might come back 100 miles to get it if she forgets it, so you better not forget it. I think people, I don't know, do you guys, anybody relate to their phone? I guess she's just like you two then.
They were deceptive.
Ready, let's roll.
Well, that's done for God. Myself.
Thanks, Rex, for coming in and doing that. That was awesome, man. Love you, man. Thank you, buddy, to the guest. And we're gonna say a prayer for all the subscribers. That's good, little prayer together for them.
I believe there are winners. My heart was hooked on the dollar like it was when I was between my 20s, well, before that, for my first job. And, till about 30, when I had to give it up to get to know God, even though I'd been a believer every second of my life. Confirmed, baptized, circumcised, taught, theologically tried, you name it, and done it. So, the people I had business with, they couldn't believe I'd been giving it up for God. And, I mean, one of them, it was questionable whether or not they were very successful, whether or not they would have liked to have had a relationship develop between one of their loves with myself, because it was of that age. And it looked like it was opportunity was knocking at the door. But, no, I was faithful with my wife there and didn't pursue that, even though my wife had nothing. And this woman and her family had everything, or all the money, you might say. I don't think nobody feels too bad if somebody divorces somebody for somebody else in this day and time. In fact, somebody could be married and somebody liked them, and in fact, they'd try to get this divorce just to work it out to hook them up again the way the world is today. I guess it's been that way always. But now that there's a lot of money involved, a lot more temptation and evil out there with people too. People literally do marry for money. Candy, until I hit the floor. Oh. Wife, I fell in love with her and I married her to get her out of a scenario that she was in. She was in a not such a fortunate situation. Oh, I think they got a name they put on it today. They call those dysfunctional situations. A lot of people like us have dysfunctional lives. Molestations. Mental issues where they're belittled mentally by the loved one. Some physically abused.
Your RDC Red 40 syrup Slurpees. So you can do that and not have to drive. But dude, I mean, when is enough enough? I mean, isn't that kind of bad?
Well, how do you get on my channel like that?
But we already have a lot of signal coming. You know, even here in the house, all these wires, they emit RF. But, you know, every time you get a wire, direction of current's going this way, and the magnetism is going this direction.
This one,
Wrapping around the direction of current. By the way, what that really means is every time you flip a light switch, you're warping
that's that
space.
bugger right there.
But
well, some of Rex is on this channel. Well, that's kind of cool.
the real real thing is the.
I don't know how
There's a
he
couple
did it,
things to
but
worry about. One is
I
frequency.
guess
The
once he
main
put it
thing
out,
with
I have
frequency
to
to
sit
worry
down.
about
I
is
gotta get a
what
copyright strike.
couples
This is
with
Jeff was talking
atoms
about someone
that
earlier.
are
Tune in their channel.
biologically active.
Rex is cool.
What can it do to the atoms in your body? Most of these don't penetrate that deep.
I'm just
So, even the microwave, it doesn't do well. And the core that heat has to transfer a little while. And so, the thing that makes a microwave work, Rex, is that the wavelength of the waves, remember I talked about earlier, waves have a crest and a trough. Well, the wave of a wavelength in a microwave matches the water molecule. The water molecule is a electric dipole because it's got the oxygen atom on one end and the two hydrogen atoms hanging out at the bottom. And it forms like a little triangle, and it causes an electrical polarity shift. And so it makes the water molecule east to jiggle when something that's got the wavelength that approximates its size crosses it. And so what happens is the microwave, you put something in the microwave, it jiggles the devil out of the water molecules in it, and it causes it to heat up with friction. Well, if there's something that causes jiggling of fluids in our cytoplasm that might disturb the molecules or within our DNA, that could be a problem. Is it resonant with those high frequencies that our DNA resonates with? What I think taps us into the psychotic record. What are those frequencies? I don't know.
Man asked me to see if he had to give us a poem about that. Wave and I prayed about it. I wrote that in a few minutes. There never was one on planet Earth until that one was wrote.
Yeah, I got a thought or two. But anyway, that aside,
Fishy part with those crackle nuts or whatever.
I can't say that those directly harmless or harmless.
I don't know how I got on there. Like, I think Zrexman put it on.
I don't think unless it's done something with their DNA level. If it actually is resonant with the frequency of the DNA, it could cause problems on the surface or with DNA memory or with our ability to access the cognitive record. Now think about this, Rex. I'll bring that up for one reason. Russians had done research years ago that seemed to demonstrate that there are high frequencies that come out of DNA. It's not light.
Where's one here?
Probably higher than
How to do this stuff?
That's why I'm not too concerned about it yet. It's not light. It's not like laser.
Give up all the power that's created by the
is emitted. It's bioluminescence.
by the fact that you have
DNA.
illegal substances out there. There's a lot of money by it.
If you take it,
person wants to take control
we have
of your
memory
life,
in our brain.
literally
We have brains
all
with wires.
because
So you think of
there's
our
so
brain
much
as
money
being a
generated by
process.
it.
Think of all our memory and everything being there. But we do have a soul. We have a spirit. Some people don't believe that. But this is something you and I have talked about before. I've had experiences that suggest to me that that's true. And you mentioned DNA. You have a memory of your ancestors. So how do you have a memory of your ancestors? You're not born with the
It's
same
really
brain
important a
process.
person knows the scripture.
Maybe you're connected to their cognitive record through your DNA because it is similar. Maybe why when you're on the other side of the earth and you fall and break a leg, your mother on the other side of the planet feels funny. She's worried about you all at once. Or your dad.
Those are
We've had those kind of experiences in my family. The other thing that what really strikes me most here is if you take an organ transplant from another person,
with these,
you pick up the characteristics of that person's personality. Maybe you don't smoke, but they smoke. Suddenly you want a cigarette. Or suddenly you got a hankering for a certain type of beer or activity. You didn't care anything about in the past. Maybe you didn't even like it or you tested. Now that's what you want. You're pulled to something that was a feature of that person's personality, their desires. And so it's like you're accessing the part. And the more organ you get from them, it seems the more this is true. Lungs bring in a lot of core organ material. It seems the heart is the biggest one. It seems almost like the soul is going to the heart almost, or a good part of it, not entirely, but a good part of it. So you really pick up a lot from another individual if you take their heart in. I think Dick Cheney would have had a big turnabout after his last heart transplant, right? I don't know. It's too much history, but
that's rather unique.
It is what it is.
I'll Rex on my channel.
But yeah,
will assimilate.
On my cloud.
we're going to talk about organ heart.
Now, folks, we are in the LARP session now, so this is
What are
just
you
a
guys talking
friendly
about here?
reminder that a LARP session stands for live action role playing. These are theories, these are ideas, hypothesis, and a little bit of entertainment, a little bit of fear factor, a little bit.
I think the deal's still going, but leaving the TV's off. Here's your personal stuff. Yeah. But I had a little TV. Still have to go. Well, hold on a minute. Notice we're back. Alright, well, by golly people, we are back too. So hello back to anybody that hung in there. To this guest that don't even know how to keep things rolling, I guess. Anyway, this didn't work out the way it was. Hey, here's two good guys. I gotta hear Rex. Rex Bear.
Triangle, and it causes the lighting polarity shift.
They're on there.
East, the jiggle, or something that's got the wavelength that approximates its size.
Well, Fifth, I guess if you'd have done this, we wouldn't have had no issues, but I should have announced it in the beginning.
Confirmed.
Maybe left a note like I did with Rex there. That was pretty cool though, how he went on and stuff. Check it out there, Fifth. That was pretty cool.
Tried, you name it.
Get together live some night, Rex, and do one of your talks. And I don't know, I ain't got no questions to ask myself. I think I've answered all my own questions to myself. But I'll talk to anybody that likes to talk, and I can ask some questions of you if you want. So that's what this comes back to. We get to talk to Fifth World. Rex Bear in Fifth World, and Lone Wolf, and everybody else. Alright, hon, you want to say hi to anybody? Oh, gracious sakes almighty. Listen to this guy here.
Everything, or all the money, you might say. I don't think nobody feels too bad if somebody divorces somebody for somebody else in this day and time.
Divorce is an abomination. God hates it. And I wrote to Donald Trump. I said I had one thing against him. I said I hate divorce. It's in the doggone videos. If you ever watch my videos, I know they're my videos, not mine. Ours. God, the Spirit of God in me. I'm just nothing but the person here. I'm the meat suit. Well, Derek and I, we're the meat suit. We're both a meat suit. He's right. Body is a temple. And then I guess we, hopefully we allow God to live through us. For some of us, it's been maybe our entire life. For others, they've come in along the way. And some of them have done better at not sinning than some of us that have lived our entire life. You know?
A lot of people like us have dysfunction.
That's what the story of the prodigal son is. And he comes back. Oh, gracious sakes almighty.
RDC, Red 40, syrup, Slurpees, so you can do that.
Syrup, Red 40 syrup, Slurpees.
That's enough. I mean, isn't that kind of bad?
Well, how
How'd you get on my channel like that?
But we already have a lot of signal coming. You know, even here in the house, all these wires emit RF.
They sure do that bullshit and junk and wires.
You get a wire, direction current's going this way, and the magnetism is going in the direction of the fingers. Wrapping around the direction of current, by the way. What that really means is every time you flip a light switch, you're working
That's that bugger right there, right there. Why don't we switch this page here? Yeah. We'll put, that was a man call upon Jesus one. That's a good one, man. Call upon Jesus for I know I'll win. I took a quarter pound of weed out of the car one day when I would come to quit dealing. Because, well, I don't know, God moved on me, and if you're really going to get to know him, I'd have to give up that money. And that was being generated from the sales, even the sales on the sideline. It wasn't really all that bad when it come to, you know, no super criminal laws were broken. If you think anybody that sold a little marijuana is a super criminal, well, that's, I guess we must have a half a nation full of super criminals. Somebody that sold a stupid joint, a small town dealer or whatever, no big deal. Anyway, that's Iraq War, that one. That's Rex Bear and his crew talking on there.
Size crosses. And so what happens is the microwave, you put something in the microwave, it tickles the devil out of the water molecule.
That was pretty good. I think he was on before, if I remember correctly. And he had subject matter of the same interest. Yeah, well, if you do topics, I'm not sure. Gracious sakes, I'm tired. I need some coffee or something. She asked me how I slept last night. I did. I slept really good. Said her prayers, I guess, and went to sleep.
You okay? Yeah. Are you okay?
Actually, I think it was the night before. I don't recall saying the prayers when I went right to bed. I think I just fell asleep.
Yeah. You got your registration and this is not your car.
Throat hurts a little bit. Well, anyway, thanks to everybody that's watched these videos and stuck through the long process of them. And God has clearly brought you to them, and it's all good for all of us, and it's meant to be. But yeah, they can be broke down though. You can listen to me for 5 minutes and then turn it on in 1 minute again. But the problem is the new millennium will be halfway through it if you do it that way. That's the way I am boring. I'm not quite as exciting as Rex Bear. Or maybe I ain't got Kleinmaster to produce my vid and this and that, so I haven't been chipped because I didn't go to the military, and so I don't know exactly when they start chipping our military, but I know that was a while back. I think one of ours went in the military, and I don't know if he is or not, tell you the truth, and we don't, we haven't talked about it, but we kind of talked somewhat about it, put it that way, and then he's not in the military now because, I don't know, he physically did get, I don't know, something wrong with his back, but military can be good, but today, I don't know if it's, I wouldn't think that they would need to have to use that device in anybody, but yes, they're going to, they have started it, to keep track of those, and I don't know how the world is to keep track of 8 billion people if that's what there is on the planet, and the population grows. I don't know how you're going to keep track of and control them all. One thing, I don't want to have to put it that way. I mean, That's a little bit too many. I think we got kids and grandkids showing up. I just seen a vehicle pulling granddaughters driving the kids to come home from school. Well, that's good. We'll get them on live watch it. My granddaughter, she's a real pretty kid, good kid. I got a good son here too. They're both, one's a little older than the other. Granddaughter's a little older than son. We'll just say hi. We'll get a hug watch.
And includes wonderful appetizers and dinner.
Oh, I'll be darned, bunch of school kids.
Presented by comedian Kathy
Well, come on here, Rachel. Let's have a hug since you're the driver of the crew here. Hello. Yeah. Oh, guys, say hi. You're on live on YouTube. Say hi. Hi. Hey, Doc. Say hi, sweetie. Come meet my granddaughter. Come on over here. Look at us, smile. Say hi.
Hi.
Here's Doc. Doc, my cat. He's a good cat. Here's they call him Zeus, but I call him Doc because, well, he was a kitten at one time, and now he's a big old bruiser, but he's mad because I picked him up. He wants to lay down. Anyhow, when I was back was really bothering me a few years back when they first got him. I pet him, and get like, sort of like, oh, it feels, just kind of take your mind off your doggone pain or aches or whatever it is, and so that was kind of nice. He got a name Doc doing that. If he comes around pets and wants to sit around, he kind of make you feel a little better. I don't know if anybody can relate to that, but you know, pets need friends and people need pets. And that's just the way God's created us. We're good for each other. Some people choose not to, but I don't know. Maybe they're missing something if they are choosing not to. It's like people. We're all part of its creativity, and how could one not love someone else that's part of us? Oh, geez, I better turn that down. I'll get what they call one of these doggone strikes. Alright, I won't even tell you who that is. I better shut that noise off. That's the doggone program I'm watching. Just in case we don't want no strikes on that channel, so all cop, you know, that asshole, he's an effing Trump. Anyway, he's mad at him, some stupid idiot that the boys are having a little talk with because he's being a stupid idiot. Drunk, of course, you know how people are when they're drunk. Could be your best buddy and friend, and they're dumber than a box of rocks because they're all alcohol out of their head. Anyway, that's what's going on TV right now. Oh man, I feel sorry for the law. I have to go to some of these places where some of these people are just dumber than a box of rocks. Sometimes I think a guy would just feel like wringing some of their necks. And then these mean assholes that get spitting and kicking and doing this type of stuff and biting and stuff like that, just like animals. They turn into like animals. I mean, and then the next day they try to act like they're all justified for doing what they did, and everybody that came because of they were creating a problem are a bunch of assholes because they're trying to do a job that they put there to help do. And yeah, we need shit and some people sent to marriage counseling and raising kids counseling and enough of this bullshit, kids having kids without people to give them some guidance and stuff. And that's what happened when I was working away from the house so much. Too tough for the missus to ride herd on the kids, and one gets pregnant pretty easy, a teenage daughter does, and if we got to go out for the old dollar to work, well, I suppose sure I could have been like lots of Christians and sold all kinds of things like that and made buku-ass bucks off in it on the dollar again. Or I could have been like the most normal Christians. They go out and bust their ass and work for it. So that's what I did. You know. Anyway, some of us weren't as fortunate enough to have the silver spoon in our mouth. And we did work for it. aside once you hit the bottom. Then you go through that and you find out what the people are happening on the bottom. Gives you a little different perspective about those on the bottom. Sometimes it makes it easier to understand why they act out and do this type of behavior that they do. Of course, a lot of them are in sorrow, pain, and so they start doing that to drown it and kill it. In many cases, it makes it worse, and we have a prison system full of all kinds of people that have gotten there because of started out small. They either started out small or big, one of the two, and they ended up in there. But some of the yahoos start out a killer, they don't start out selling a joint, and it turns from missing a court to a felony, fleeing, and then next thing you know, it's 2-3 more felonies, and it's 20 years or whatever, so. And it started out with a stupid joint, Well, that's the system, and so that got to totally be done over. The laws, everything's got to be done over. And we need to have a good talk on YouTube about that, redoing the laws, the drug laws, and the laws in relation to, some of the people. Some people that are alcoholics, you ask yourself, why in the world, if somebody's in charge, do they let people live that way? I mean, I had a friend that was non-vet, a believer and stuff, but he let alcohol just destroy his life, and I had to come to the point to where I couldn't sit there and babysit him all day long, so I called the social service on him, and they finally put him in a home for the elderly and those with an issue, and maybe not what he wanted, but it was the best thing for him, and he probably got a few more years life. He just passed here recently, but at least he wasn't wallowing in urine and the other stuff and living like that. So, I mean, who am I to say that that's not what he wanted to do and just drink himself to death? Because I know a few other stories too. So we try to help, and are we really helping? I don't know. You can ask yourself that question. But they did. They came in and they looked at the place and they put the hazmat suits on, and then they brought the equipment in to tear it down because it certainly wasn't habitable for man or beast. And a few of us would go over and take them a dinner or give them a ride or help them out a bit, a couple of the neighbors. And, I imagine there were about 3-4 throughout the entire area that helped them, and without everybody's help, he probably would have never made it long before that, because he had one arm that was busted up here between the elbow and the shoulder, and it would just flop around at the break. He broke it falling down once when he was drunk and never did go and get it fixed, the left arm. And it was literally busted right off. I tried and drug him in there, and then they were going to do it, and then he escaped. He didn't want to do the surgery, so he didn't go back, and lived with that stupid arm flopping off in between the elbow and the shoulder about midpoint, busted right in two. And then the knee, there was something in the knee that happened in a car wreck after Nam, and then the stupid knee would go out, and then he would go down, and he wouldn't get that fixed. And yeah, I could not understand why he chose to, I don't know, live that way, I guess. The words I'm looking forward to. Another time a guy was living in his bed, basically, in bedroom, drank himself to death, and when we went and cleaned the place out, the bed was totally soaked through with poop and pee, and he had been living in it, and one of his sons was taking care of him, and wasn't giving him much care, to find out, but how in the world he could have lived with his conscience for letting his dad lay that way in bed, I don't know, but they were alcoholics too. and had quite a dysfunctional life also. So I guess in this new world to come, the new heaven and the new earth, maybe we won't have some of those issues like that. We certainly don't need to learn from them because we probably learned enough from them already. Where righteousness dwells, righteousness is love and goodness and holiness and stuff that's beneficial for people. I had enough books and stuff around here to read. So what's been up there, kiddo? You guys are both in there or what? Yeah. What you been up to there, kiddo? Usually. No, school. This is your last year? Next year. You graduate this year. Oh, what? Wow. Good. That's nice. Another graduation this year. Granddaughter, first granddaughter. Here you go, drinking that darn pop. That's probably no good for you either, but I don't know. My old buddy there, he can't eat pork. He don't like that. Every time I think about it or mention it, he tells me how bad I am and sinful I am for eating it. And pop, I can't drink that because that's bad for you too, and it's not good for you. And not split at the hoof and don't chew the cud and all this and that. That was a good message right there. I noticed I run it. It's got a few views I see. And, I ain't got anything new to talk about. And, I had no plans. God's not moved on me on anything or anything like that. I listened to Jonathan today and his channel and Black and talking about the Hoover Dam in New York City and stuff. And I almost forgot that he did a good little piece on the money there where that Hoover Dam was mentioned. But yeah, believe me, I don't want to be downstream from there either. And that bugger is, I don't know if you're going to say it's manipulated and broke. If they're going to know what's going to happen, it would have to be. But I wonder about all these things. Pretty trippy how you see it on the money, and then it's in the Twin Towers how they gone down. And I mean, I tell you, it looks real to me. I couldn't argue with it. I mean, so he's gifted, and that's a good thing because I don't know. I think people need people like that to give them hope, and that's a good thing, I guess. And that must be because God really loves us a lot, and so there's like him and Matt and Rogers and different people that are out there that are doing things on this YouTube world that is good for the people to be able to look into it. So it gives them a broad field to choose from. And this planet deal, we heard about it on YouTube and so forth. We prayed about it. And behold, it exists. I haven't, don't know what he has on that, but I would be interested if he's ever talked about it. And I don't know if there's a lot of people that talk about that planet and tie it in with the Revelation events. Um, but it's clearly, I think Naughty Beaver did, and I would say that was probably spot on too. You know, just like you look at Jonathan Black's Naughty Beaver, if that's whatever his name is going to go by, or if he wants to go by his other name, it don't matter. I think we go by the channel name, so call Naughty Beaver, and then yeah, it seems like that's right on too. And the alignment, and shoot, it was October, about the 12th, right in the middle of October there. We seen that bugger, that planet, and it clearly was unbelievable picturing it. And we called my mother and friend, that's her age. No, they're not seeing each other or anything like that. They live a few miles apart, but yeah, they would probably be good for each other if they ever did. I mean, they're two old farts that need somebody to see. One's 81, 70 something, 77, 84. I mean, what the heck? They're pretty close, I guess, and both as healthy as horse and bullheaded as and dogmatic. All these other words you can put on it and indoctrinated. What's up, old boy? What do you want? No. Mom's really open-minded. I mean, you could probably tell that there's aliens and she'd say, yeah, no shit, I saw some. You tell him that. Don't need to tell you. You sure you ain't one? What's up, dog? You want outside? Come on. Gotta go. The mutt wants out for a minute. Oh, my. I hope you don't go outside. Puke again. That was terrible. Well, I think we could probably pull the pin here. And then. Alright, kiddo, love you to get on goodbye if you want. What'd you do? Sneak out the door? Love you. Tell your mother hello and your sister, okay? Yeah, be careful driving. Thanks for bringing your uncle home. Got a friend in school, and he had a uncle that was a year older than him, and he's passed. I mean, there's a whole story that goes with that. That oh, guy needs to be. I gotta read this. This ought to be good, man. All right. Don't miss tonight's show. It's right there. I'm gonna watch it for sure. God be willing, we're still alive. Set a reminder. We'll be sitting right there. Yeah, I don't know if I can get in on this one now. I don't recall if I can or not. No, it's blocked, see? That's Bro's channel, it has to be. And I'm blocked on that channel once. Now, why would he block a guy? That's what I'd like to know. He's supposedly so whatever. You can see it's blocked. It don't come up there. And this one here is blocked too. And this one here, Dorder, we don't have blocked. But I mean, yeah. And doesn't stop me from listening though, does it? I can still listen and comment on it, like I said. Since can't get in on here and comment, I make video about it. I will be watching these guys here. I like these guys here. How and why many, yeah, this ought to be well worth the watch, believe me. Because there's going to be some disagreements going on there. We'll have to just see. Chances are you won't agree with either of them on all issues at all times. And you may have your own opinion. on this. Reminder set live in 3 hours. Let's get that out of there. Right, Global Witness will be, let's see, I'll be going with the two, preachers. Why do so many think that they know Scripture, not actually understand it? Mostly because they were taught and didn't find the kingdom on their own. I will delve into some very important things for you to ponder when reading any Scripture. This is the depth of the meaning of what is written, and to ask if it is bringing the meaning into the physical from the spiritual. This will be an open discussion. I'll take questions from the chat. You won't be taking questions from this chat there, dude, because you got me blocked. Explain that one. Okay. And I'll be taking questions from the chat. I'll also address the last video questions. Yeah, I asked him about even if I was Christ or the Antichrist. That's when I've been blocked on it since then. That's the day I got blocked right there. And he wouldn't answer. He wouldn't say, well, you're Christ, or he wouldn't say, well, you're Antichrist. Instead, he went and blocked me. Nice guy. Thanks a lot, D-man. DB, I know, it is what it is. I said the other day, seems like I'm beating up on him. I also said I love him today. So, what is it? Beat up and love somebody? Beat up somebody you love? I don't know. Well, he said he loves me, and yet I'm blocked. And just because my name on here is, could be dickhead. It doesn't matter. Even if it's dickhead, you don't need to block it. Oh, anyway, these guys got a high rapport with me right now. See, I ain't even got open for a comment here. No, anybody that's a follower of them might want to ask them why. I got a phone where I can get in on there. Right now, all I got to do is turn around and go get it. Thing about it is, I ain't going to show anybody it. Next thing I know, this guy will know it, and then I'll be blocked on his channel. Again, he'll go and block that too. He's got the email blocked on everything. Got the channels blocked too. He blocks this stuff. That's what, you got anything, what's so good about what you got? Well, we just cover all that up, like I said in one of the videos. Rex, my man, he's good to go. You come right on the channel. Well, it is what it is. I guess not everybody agrees 100% with somebody. Because if somebody had their complete way, Rex wanted to come on friendly and loving and kind and good and humorous. Probably wouldn't have come on at all. Maybe would have shunned me. Maybe he's not aware of all this junk going on. What's going on? And why do I talk about one and not about the other? You can't. Can't talk about one and not about the other. Geez, that's like trying to say the church is Antichrist and Antichrist is in there, but he can meet somebody face to face and or channel to channel or from character to character or through email, and he can't tell you that? I don't know. I've known God so much longer than I ever have Derek Bros. I've had God all my life. Derek Bros came into my life about a year ago. Met it on the YouTube, little less than that. It would have been the YouTube channel I got interested in. It was because of his stand on Apostle Paul. These guys are very high Paul endorsers. And I might find that these guys might, well, we could take a few of the guys that are against Bros, and they're on the same page, and they might make Bros not look too good with the scriptures. And Bros is going to argue that he knows it all. I already know what's coming. But the question is, how could he know it all? And then let's just keep in mind, Not all of us become Christians a couple days ago, or a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, or a couple years ago. Some of us possibly that have a channel have been all their life. So, like I said, I agree with one of the guys we talk about also in his theory about the woman, the sinful woman. He says, how could Christ even say, go and sin no more and your sins forgiven if that wasn't the case? If it was, she was just raped. I talked to Derek Bros about that lengthily and in comment, and he would not address it at all. It's only his way. Not even, I guess, an acceptable way back that way. So, like I said in one of my videos, I said, if that's his way, this is my way. This is what was given to me. This is what was given to me. Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that video. Believe me, I will be looking forward to it. Because I know one thing. Somebody comes off as a defender and they think they need to defend him. If they think they need to defend him, these people will be on their shit list, along with Alpha and Omega and Eden and all these other guys will be on this guy's crew's shit list. And I don't care who they are. They could be the president, and it could have been doing all kinds of good stuff, and he's going to bring up any bad things to make it look bad, and if it's not his way, well, then they're just totally wrong. I'm sorry, I can't accept. He's got a lot of good stuff. He's got some right stuff. But are you going to take and throw the baby out with the bathwater, in other words? Or are you going to let a lot of dross in, however you want to look at it? I'm sure he's going to tell you there's not a bit of an error in any of the teaching that he has, a bit, not one iota. Not even a not even a 0.1 millionth. Zero zilch, nothing. I don't know. That's pretty exaltful and egotistic, if you want my opinion. Again, if I wanted to have seen that, I wanted to change course. Because I had no course. This was just like going on what I was coming on the darn deal here, and I seen this in the inbox, and I was just looking through it like this, and so I just looked at it, and there it is. Here's man's planting, intimidating interrogation by-in. That's those guys coming, guys. And it's her channel again. To the 336 guy full of orbs, yeah. I seen a ton of that stuff the other day, too, in that video I had, what she's talking about. I kid you not, man. It was just full as that could be, too. And I was looking at it, and I was blaming it on the camera. Check this one out. This ought to be a good one to watch. Where's your evidence, Mr. Derek Bros? I'm going to watch that right now. Matter of fact, I think I'm going to go off live here till about 3 hours and watch some of this. God bless everybody. I'm going to go watch some of this stuff and some of that stuff. And, oh, we'll see what God